Meow Farm 10-foot DJI Reaper is here. This guy is awesome because of the huge size, and he's a Reaper, and he's got the DJIs, which is obviously amazing. He comes in this really compact box, which is surprising at how small they pack this in for the size that he is. 10 foot tall. I'm gonna cut this open and we'll see what's inside. Trying to be careful not to cut anything on the inside here. Wow. First thing we see is this bright green chest piece. I'm going to start pulling things out one by one, starting with the hip loop, the hands, and I just want to mention how nicely packed everything in this box is. Came great. The hands, which are very detailed. Bag of clothing. There's a lot of clothing here for this 10-foot Reaper. Moving the box over so we have a little bit more room. This looks to be a back piece. Here's the ribs. This is what the back looks like. There's some wires going into it. One being the IR sensor right there. I have no idea what this piece is. I'm guessing a shoulder piece, but I don't know for sure. Here is the head. Look at how big this is. There is some cardboard on the bottom. This is what the inside looks like. You can see the LCD liquid crystal display screens in there. These are awesome. So there is the head. This, I think, is where the head attaches. So this must be the upper shoulder area, with just a motor looking his head back and forth. Here are the arms. It says something on here. Please do not remove this foam. The control box. Here is the plug adapter. And the base, and this right here is the leg pulls. I'm gonna have to cut those zip ties in just a second, but I'm gonna lay all of the parts out so we can see an overview of everything. Here is the overview of all of the parts, starting with the head, both hands, his upper mechanism, shoulder metal piece, the adapter, and then the hip loop around that, the main torso skeleton green piece, the main pole with the control box on it, leg pulls, the clothing, I think this is the shoulder piece, the arms, back piece, and the base. For the build, we are going to start with the base labeled A. The next pieces are labeled B. They are these bent poles, purposely bent, obviously. And we're going to put these in just like that. They are the same. It doesn't matter which one goes on which side. Just like that. And then we're going to get the poles labeled C, which are completely straight, and put them in next. Now, if you guys like this build and you want one of your own, check the link in the description. It is to Amazon, and that's where you can buy this thing. So now that you got the poles looking like this, we're gonna put the clothing over, just like that. Then the hip piece with the control box. Next is to put the hip loop on, just on these two side pieces of metal, just like that. And then we're gonna grab this huge piece, almost touches my ceiling, The snap lock is on the back side. Then we're gonna put this huge piece on. I'm gonna have to grab a step stool because this guy's so big, but this is gonna go on the back side, which I'll show in 2 seconds. This is just like the hip loop with the 2 pieces of metal on each side. And this rounded piece faces the back. The instructions were a little unclear on that, so just to clear that up, goes towards the back. And then on this back 4-cut connector is gonna be the back piece, which looks just like this. There we go. Here is the green chest piece. It's gonna connect on right here. This is for his head. So this 4-cut goes right there. Just like that. And now we're gonna connect up the wires. The green one, blue, the black and red are not here yet. That's gonna be for his head. Then we got the IR sensor. So we're gonna plug the adapter in right now as well. I'm gonna go underneath the hip loop for this. Just like that. And here's your modes. You got your sensor, off, and then on, or always on is what that is. Your volume control, and then your try me, step pad, whatever. So those options are. For the clothing, we're gonna pull this all the way up over the shoulder mount even. For the first arm, you can either feed it up through this. I don't even know where the opening is, so I'm just gonna feed it down from here. So I'm gonna open up some of the Velcro on the back to do so. And just like that, and his arm reaches out here, just pull that back. For the other side, gonna do the same thing. That's what it looks like when you got it on. Gonna pull this back up and Velcro the back. For the hands, they're really detailed. We're gonna put them on another 4-cut connector labeled L. Just like that. There is some Velcro on top. I'm gonna find it on here somewhere. Right here. And just stick that on. Same thing on the other side. Side's a little more tough, and then Velcro over here as well. Put it on just like that. Here's what everything looks like. For the next steps, I'm gonna have to move outside because these are 9-foot ceilings, and this guy is so cool that he has to be built outside in this case. So for his head, it is a 4-cut connector that goes up there. Which I mentioned earlier, and then there's the 2 wires, the black and red, that I'm gonna connect up, and then the last step is just putting this hood on, and after that, he's gonna be ready to be demoed. I'm gonna do a day demo and a night demo. So, we'll see you outside. Now that we got his head on, this guy is from Haunted Hill Farm once again, and if you wanna buy him, it is an Amazon link in the description. Make sure to go check that out. This guy is awesome. On to the demo.
Go ahead and live a little. Just later on, think. I will be coming for you soon enough. Before you are doomed, save the last dance for me. We'll dance our way into oblivion, you and I. Welcome to the afterlife. Beware all ye who enter here. Go ahead and live a little. It's later than you think. I will be coming for you soon enough.